Well, there we go, 40.1 degrees Celsius. Before it was 40.7, which means we're tracking around 103 or 104 Fahrenheit. That's an hour out, actually. That's 203. Surprisingly enough, though, my bedroom is very cool. I notice it tends to heat up as the day goes on. Right now, the sun is, probably almost overhead. Give it another 2 or 3 hours and this room will be hot as hell. But it's actually as cool as a cucumber in here, thanks to a bloody lot of insulation. And, well, you can't see anything. Hang on a minute, I'll turn the light on. The fan running on a timer I've got running away, and Black Kitty's a bit pissed because I just gave the kittens a squirt with a mister bottle just to ensure their survival. But it's actually not too bad at all in here. It would be, couldn't be any more than 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I'd be lucky to be a great deal more than 75. And yeah, I doubt it'll be even 85, but between that fan there and a couple of cool drinks and this one, we can hunker down in this room until things turn to shit, and then I'll grab hold of that, get some water and start misting it outside on the side of the house that heats up in the morning, because by that time it'll be a shady spot, and because of the sun changing over to the other side of the house, that'll be in shade, and then I'll run the misting fan there, and I might take the kittens outside and keep them near the misting fan. Systems at work, I was having a look at it. One system was running apparently 28 degrees Celsius, and the other was, I think it was 28 point, so I can't remember, and the other was 26.8. It didn't feel like that, it felt like closer to 30, which is around sort of 86 Fahrenheit is what it felt like, but it claimed it was only sort of not even 80, or maybe just about on 80. Yeah, so I believe in evaporative cooling, that's for certain, especially experiencing the systems at work whereby when you're on the exhaust ventilation side, the air coming out, even if you stand back from the main blast of it, the air coming out is cooler after it's gone over the pigs and cooled the pigs than the outside air is. And I've noticed this when I've been outside weed spraying and I get up near the exhaust fans for the ventilation system. So yeah, but anyways, once again I've got to go in there on my own and just to do the minimum, and I'm starting to wonder if I haven't lost the the chance to sort of do larger days on my own. And one point I used to be able to do heaps, and I'd done a 12-hour day, and then they said no, you can't do that, and they time restricted me, and since then they've taken the time restrictions off, but I've sort of stuck to them anyway because I assume they still want me not to work too long without a reason, and now it's just go in there, do the bare minimum and get out. And if I don't notice that something's not absolutely perfect, then how come you didn't notice, even though you just come in and do the bare minimum, But anyway, still got a job for now. A lot of that isn't really hitting them too directly. I mean, they're sort of underneath this, but they're getting misted on a bit, but I don't know if they like it or not. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter. All that matters is they stay cool, because they're getting too hot otherwise. I might move them back further a bit in a second. If they can make it, through this day, then we'll be fine. Because all the days preceding this, we're going to have a little bit of a warm one tomorrow. And I've got to go to a Christmas function, but I'll probably just set the fan on a timer as I have before. But they've already faced days as hot as what we're going to have tomorrow. And after that we have a cool period for a week or so. So don't worry, buddy. Little tiddlies are alright. Okay. Gee, that's beautiful and cool. It's actually dissipating. Oh yeah, probably about the same as usual, but I mean by now my chair should be wet and it's not, which is sort of odd. Anyway, I might just tilt that up a little bit higher. Join in the fun, Black Kitty. Where's your brother? Don't believe it, the cat doesn't really mind the misting fan. Sorta. I've moved it back a bit further, but Black Kitty came in and licked a few of them for a bit and then decided to pick up the other little black one, not that one, but the other one, and take it underneath the house, where she's licking away with it, and Tabby Cat's hiding under the house as well. That's often where he goes, actually, in the heat. How's this, though? I've seen this little funny-looking shiny lump, and I thought, that might be ironstone. All I could see was just that top little piece. Gave it a pull. Its entire blooming metal spike just whacked straight in there, next to these bricks. And apparently that big thing there, big bit of bluestone, basalt, whatever you want to call it, used to be a front door step of some type. So stuff you find around here. There's also a row of bricks that goes there. Those ones, that's all done by my uncle, and I sort of extended it a little bit. There's a line of bricks there, and then sort of turns and goes, a few of them, boom boom, into there. So I think that was the original front door, like pathway to the front door. Oh, it seems to have cooled down a little bit. We've had dark clouds come over. She made to make a grab at the other black one that was in there, so I decided to take them all back inside. But the one she initially took is just sitting underneath the blooming veranda, quite deep underneath the veranda, and yeah, and away, and well, she's just gone back inside with all the other four that I put back inside, and that one's just sitting under there. So I don't know if she's going to go and retrieve it later. I hope she flaming does and doesn't just forget it's under there. There's plenty of times where it'll be hours between, you know, when she comes and checks out what the kittens are doing in here, sort of thing. And I'm worried at times that they're dehydrating, because it's so long between one feed and the next, you know. And often meowing, looking for her and whatnot. But I just hope she doesn't forget that one. Tabby Cat's under there, but it's, you know, it's way behind where he is, and he doesn't know what to really make of kittens. He just sort of looks at them with a bit of a surprise and walks off usually. So, but yeah, I also notice in the heat that some of these are sort of ripening, and maybe a little bit too quickly. So I might have to do some picking, possibly even tomorrow. I thought it may even be today, but it doesn't seem they're quite that far gone. But some of them are alright. These have got a little while, but some of these are sort of, I don't know, it could just be sheer heat. They're just almost dehydrating on the flaming stem, but some of them the birds are playing with and they have sort of turned to crap. But I got ones here, right, and the bird will come down, blackbird, not a starling, it's a different sort of bird from a starling, but it's completely black and it's got a bright orange beak, walks down the flipping sheets, pulls a couple off, and I can hear him going donk and then rolling off the end and hitting the ground. And it keeps doing it, and it's like, it's not even eating them, so I don't know what it's doing, it's just wrecking them. It's sure as eggs. I think I've got a rosella up here right now. Hasn't been a good year for the tree because of lack of water, and those white cockatoos shredding all the stuff out of the upper branches, including the actual branches. And yeah, but that doesn't matter. I can go down to the river and get a heap from that same area where you saw the wallaby the other day, which is my big secret blackberry patch, which also has quite a lot of plum trees grown near it. Once upon a time, I remember a lot of these were sort of like orange sort of thing. When my uncle was living here, and I always say there's two kinds, there's a red kind and an orange kind. Same size, but you know, like two different colours, and they'd both be ripe, whether they're red or orange. But now I only seem to have red ones, so don't know. Maybe it's something to do with tree maturity or something. Who knows? Soaking my back out here. It's actually a lot cooler to let it hit the back of the thing like that, back of the seat like that, as opposed to making me right side wet and left side stays hot. As I'm here, I'm sitting around looking at all the crap, all the sheep kicked all this all over the damn place. I used to have them all pretty neatly inside the box there. But, well, pushed into the box, not spread all out in the bloody lawn over the damn place. See the plastic bags? They keep coming out from underneath the soil. I've wondered how I could get rid of them all, but the only way I could think of was actually start a grass fire and burn it all. But then a bit more dirt shifts and bingo, you got more, and it just never ends. But as I was sitting here looking around at all the crap everywhere, I don't know where he is, but there's a rosella in there. Crimson rosella. Who's just creeping out under the end of the branches, and you see him go back with a green plum. I don't know, it should be somewhere in here, but he might have hopped off when I went to get the camera, which was only sitting right behind me, but you know, they fly off pretty quick. Sort of getting better out here. Like my legs aren't too hot or anything like that, even though they're not getting touched by the misting fan. But inside the house it's hot as hell. Still, it's quite alright. It's getting better out here. Often enough, when you see the grey clouds, before you know it, you have this like a cool humidity kicks in, and instead of being like really dry, you sort of feel a bit of humidity change sort of thing. And Black Kitty come out, and she's gone under there to her other kitten. I don't know if I'll magically find it back with the rest of them tonight or what, but it's a fair way under there. I was looking before. All the bugs on the window, there's flipping stacks. There would be thousands. Welcome to the rural Australia, where the bugs are innumerable, and you have fly screens for a reason, and they just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. Oh man, you can't see those ones there. But you can definitely see.
Oh, look at them on the back of the chair.
This is the way it is sometimes in Australia. You don't know if you're in the back of Africa or you're in Australia. This isn't so bad. There is my finger for comparison. And this is a lighter area of the window.
Oh, where did they come from?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But this sort of used to happen when I lived at home still, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
You just have these big frenzied attacks, and there's, we're probably walking around amongst several 1,000 of them, and they're crawling up my back, and
They'll be dead tomorrow. I found dead ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what, imagine if you had like a little frog or something, he'd be like just about going hysterical looking at these things. Oh, he's just about vacuuming them off the windows at me. Oh, yeah, we can see him around the compact fluoro. Stacks of them. Actually, that ain't as bad as it was that size. It's only about a tenth as bad as it was that size.